Hello, my name is Emilio Gavilanes, and I am going to talk about two situations. The one that happened in the United States and the other that happened in Ecuador, that is actually happening. The 1992 Los Angeles riots were a series of riots and civil disturbances that occurred in Los Angeles County in April and May of 1992. After a trial jury acquitted four officers of Los Angeles Police Department for usage of excessive force in the arrest and beating of Rodney King, which had been videotaped and widely viewed in TV broadcasts. The rioting spread throughout the Los Angeles metropolitan area as thousands of people rioted over a 6-day period following the announcement of the verdict. Widespread looting, assault, arson, and murder occurred during the riots, and estimates of property damage were over $1 billion. With local police overwhelmed in controlling the situation, Governor of California, Pete Wilson, sent into the California Army National Guard, and President George Bush deployed the 7th Infantry Division and the 1st Marine Division. The situation in Ecuador is critical. It all started because the President Lenin Moreno removed the gasoline subsidy that the country had, which revealed the anger of the drivers and people in general. We have mobilization of indigenous groups that arrive in caravans to the capital through these days. Riots and vandalism in the city of Quito. There have been more than 537 detained and 3 dead people, although this number continues to increase. President Lenin Moreno has declared that the nation is in a state of exception, one of the strongest blows that Ecuador has had without any doubt. The tires burned, the damage to private and public goods and the sector in general, and the constant progress show us a daunting picture. The closure of public roads throughout this day has caused losses in most of the businesses due to the lack of popular movement. The ambiental contamination that we are producing in Ecuador are increasing because all of the things that have been burned. The President Lenin Moreno, after all this situation, does not intend to resign to his charge. These two events are different at the point that the one was caused by the police, while the other was caused by the President of the Republic, and the measure he has taken. The President of Ecuador deployed military groups and police in general to maintain order in the streets, which has caused losses of people, the deaths of people, and injuries in themselves on both sides. Since these days that we have been in the national protests and national movements. Moreno said that the release of the price at international costs, in addition to other fiscal measures that have been called as the paquetazo, is a necessary policy for the improvement of public finances, of which there is no going back, as he said. The price of gasoline increased by about 50 cents. In my personal opinion, this is not the most effective way to protest. Destroying our streets, our world and cultural heritage, we can reach goals peacefully without the need for violence and the destruction of goods, because after all, this only causes damage and going back of all we have to fight to get with the national scale and the global scale that we are economically with tourism, with culture. We have a lot of this, but this situation that we are living in the day to day is really a going back. It's a recoil of what have been working for since the past years. This is all for today. I hope to see you in some other video.